Sessions has just recused himself from any investigations involving Russia and the election. CBS News' Dick Brennan joins us now with more on what happened late this afternoon.
Well, Christina and Maurice, we can tell you that Jeff Sessions acknowledges he had conversations with Russia's ambassador during the presidential campaign, but Sessions insists he testified truthfully before Congress and did nothing wrong, and the president is supporting him. President Trump says he has total confidence in Attorney General Jeff Sessions as he toured the USS Gerald Ford. The Justice Department confirms to CBS News that Sessions spoke with the Russian ambassador twice during the presidential campaign, but says those conversations were part of many discussions he had with foreign ambassadors as a member of the Armed Services Committee. At a late afternoon press conference today, Sessions defended himself.
Let me be clear. I never had meetings with Russian operatives or Russian intermediaries about the Trump campaign. And the idea that I was part of a, quote, continuing exchange of information during the campaign between Trump surrogates and intermediaries for the Russian government is totally false.
Democrats claim that Sessions misled them when he said this at his confirmation hearings in January.
I have been called a surrogate at a time or two in that campaign, and I did not have communications with the Russians.
Sessions said he told the truth during his confirmation hearings, but some leading Democrats don't buy it, and this morning called on him to step down.
Because the Department of Justice should be above reproach for the good of the country, Attorney General Sessions should resign.
Sessions did say today that he would remove or recuse himself from any investigations into the connections between the Trump campaign and Russia.
My staff recommended recusal. I have now decided to recuse myself from any existing or future investigations of any matter relating in any way to the campaigns for President of the United States.
Now, you remember Michael Flynn was fired as National Security Advisor after allegations he lied to the vice president about conversations with the Russian ambassador. The president today said he didn't think Sessions needed to recuse himself, but Sessions says he's following ethics rules carefully. Maurice and Christine.
Okay, thank you, Dick.